Hey guys, welcome back to Sanjog's Bibliophilia. I am your host Sanjog, and today I am going to review The Twits by Roald Dahl. It is a very good book, and I hope you like the review. So, guys, sit back and relax, and let me take you on this journey. This book begins with the Twits being introduced. The Twits family only consisted of Mr and Mrs Twit, and they were both very ghastly. And not to mention that, they were also very, very evil. Mr. Twit would put a frog in Mrs. Twit's bed and pretend like it was a ferocious monster. And to get him back, Mrs. Twit would put snails in his spaghetti. Oh my god, they were very ghastly. However, if we go on and how these people got revenge on each other, this review would go on for hours. So let me shift on another topic. Their house was more like a prison with no windows. Their reasoning was they didn't want anyone to peek in. But who would tell them that windows were for looking out, not peeking in? Well, I'm not to tell them at least. They also had a big dead tree, which was named the literal big dead tree. And however, it had a very ghastly secret. Every Wednesday, Mr. Twit would put super glue on its branches, and then birds would get stuck, and Mr. Twit's family would have birds by. They were very evil. They also had four monkeys: Muggleworm, his wife, and his two children. They always tried to warn the birds. However, the monkeys were African and the birds were American, and the birds didn't understand the African monkeys and just ignored them. However, one day the Rolly Polly bird came. If you don't know the Rolly Polly, she comes from Africa and can talk to the American birds and also talk to the monkeys. So she was a godsend. The monkeys told the Rolly Polly about what was going on, and then the Rolly Polly stopped all the birds from sitting on the tree and made them all sit on the roof. Now, when Mr. Twit saw this, he was very angry. He loved the bird pie. So, in the morning, he put super glue on the roof and the tree. Now he thought that the birds couldn't escape, but the monkey saw this again, and now the birds are sitting everywhere in his garden. Now Mr. Twit got angry, and him along with Mrs. Twit went out to buy guns so they could kill the little birds. However, Monkey knew it, and then they decided to get revenge on Mr. and Mrs. Twit. They decided to stick their furniture upside down so they would think that they were actually on the ceiling while they were actually just on the ground. And when they would try to stand upside down so they could go to the ceiling, they had a very ghastly surprise waiting for them. You see, when they were going inside, the monkey told few birds to drop some super glue on their heads. And now, when they went upside down, their head got stuck to the ground. And now, a very, very ghastly thing happened. They started to shrink. Their legs shrunk into their body shrunk into their neck finally shrunk into their head, and the head finally disappeared. And nobody has ever heard of Mr. and Mrs. Twit. I would say good riddance. They were very evil people. Guys, I hope you like this review, and please leave some positive comments. And if you spotted any mistakes, please tell me in the comments. And peace out.